Hey, it doesn't matter if you're a crypto art beginner or a millionaire crypto art collector. The rapid changes and uncertainty within the crypto art space is affecting us all in the same way. We are all together in this. What then would be a better solid base to draw some wisdom for building a crypto art project or a business than from biblical wisdom that has stood the test of time? In this video, I'm going to share with us 3 biblical wisdom keys for building successful crypto art project or a business. My name is Captain James, a Christian, US-based Kenyan visual artist. I'm passionate about art, history, and the influence of technology on human development. Let's look at the 3 biblical wisdom keys. Wisdom key number 1. Inspiration for creativity by the Spirit of God. God created us in His image as creators. He ordained the place and these specific times of NFTs, crypto art, and blockchain technologies that we are living in, all by design. Acts 17 and verse number 26. From one man He made all the nations, that they should inhabit the whole earth. I will highlight contravention of this purpose on the next wisdom key. Let's first continue reading. And He marked out their appointed times in history and the boundaries of their land. Some Bible versions, instead of their lands, say their dwelling places. So it is important to recognize that our timing is just perfect. What we need to be effective in our season, however, is filling with the Spirit of God, the Master Creator. Once we are filled with the Spirit of God, each one of our community members, developers, artists, collectors, entrepreneurs will be able to play our respective roles with wisdom, understanding, knowledge, and the exceptional mastery of our skill in building a robust crypto ecosystem that will stand the test of time. Exodus 31 verse number 1 to verse number 5 reveals the wisdom of filling with the Spirit of God for creativity and skillful mastery of all crafts. Let's read the passage. Then the Lord said to Moses, See, I have chosen Bezalel, son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and I have filled him with the Spirit of God, with wisdom, with understanding, with knowledge, and with all kinds of skills to make artistic designs for work in gold, silver, and bronze, and to engage in all kinds of crafts. Wisdom key number 2. Divine alignment of the crypto art project. In other words, the why of the project that has to be in line with the purpose of God for this generation. Establishing the why or the motivation behind the project is very crucial at the appraisal stage to determine the project's worthiness to invest your time, energy, and money. That is, trying to understand what the project narrative is. In Genesis 11 is an interesting story in the Bible that illustrates the importance of divine alignment. It's a famous story about the Tower of Babel. In this story, an ancient community decided to build themselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens. Their why or their narrative was to make a name for themselves, otherwise they would be scattered over the face of the whole earth. Remember the verse that we read in Acts 17 and verse number 26, which states that God intended man to inhabit the whole earth. So their why or their narrative contravenes these God's intention. Anyway, their project caught the attention of the Lord and decided to step down and see what was going on. Genesis 11 verse number 6 to verse number 8. The Lord said, If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language, so they will not understand each other. So the Lord scattered them from there over all the earth, and they stopped building the city. It's unfortunate to note that many of the current crypto art projects will not succeed in the long run As the crypto space continues to evolve and take shape, many of the current projects will lose momentum and eventually collapse simply because their purpose is misaligned with the divine mission of God. Wisdom key number 3: active participation in godly human-centered development. That's a big, highly compressed statement there. Let me just try to unpack it. Actualizing what God has in mind or his plan for mankind. That's huge. I like this scripture in Philippians 2 and verse number 13. For it is God which works in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. As I conclude, let me say this. Any crypto project that will stand the test of time is the one that is focused on advancing the godly cause of humanity in either social, political, or economic fronts. Let me say this with deep conviction. Crypto project that is keen to expand our canvas for godly creative expression, either individually or collectively, towards an experience of free and just human society will endure and survive the turbulence of inevitable change. Crypto projects that are bold enough to disrupt centralized political and economic establishments as we know them shall live long enough and see the future. These ones shall greet and usher in the reign of Christ for 1,000 years on earth and to eternity, inspired by love. 2 Peter 1 and verse number 3. His divine power has given us everything we need for a godly life through our knowledge of him who called us by his own glory and goodness. This is Captain James. Check out in the video description below our CryptoArt projects at the OpenSea Marketplace. Projects advancing to the decentralized world what is truly human, love and compassion. Thank you in advance. Thanks for watching this video.